Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to season 6 officially of the Male Soap Opera Moment, featuring the one, the only, the wrestling encyclopedia, Vincent Kennedy Bucci. About to lose his title.
Yes. Wrestlemania! Acknowledge me!
I'll acknowledge the fact that you will lose your title at Mania just like Roman Reigns will later tonight.
And that stray voice in the wilderness is not too stray. That is Demascus joining the show here, the third wheel extraordinaire. And we are super excited to have him join us here on the Male Soap Opera Moment. Got a question? Email the show, wenzworldradio@gmail.com. We'll also put that email in the show description. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, just mere hours away from the first night. Let it be known that we are recording prior to SmackDown. So if there are any late ads, Booch will add those on the socials. He'll tag Damascus he'll tag the Wenz here, and we'll give our public responses. We will not hide in the shadows. We will let it be known whether right or wrong, probably right in my case, but all the facts will be known, and we will have a true, pure champion after April 2nd. A 2-night extravaganza, gentlemen. I don't know about you, but I am so ready to give our really quick, because it's almost dinner time, predictions here. So let's get straight to it. Booch, we talked a lot about this match for the last couple weeks, but Des, you're the guest of honor today in the ring of, well, we can't say that in the WWE Palace here, but United States Championship on the line as Austin Theory takes on the 10-5 at WrestleMania, doing some digging here, John Cena. This is an opportunity for Austin Theory to really take the reins and prove to everybody that he's just not Vince McMahon's little pet. So what say you about this match, Damascus Des?
Well, as much as I would love to see John Cena win, it's going to Austin Theory. And we all know that Cena's not going to put down the time commitment to WWE anymore. It's just not going to happen. As much as, now that being said, I still think that Cena needs this win. If he is going to continue to be putting people over, he needs the win to remain relevant. Otherwise, he's just showing that he is a has-been.
So are you saying that you think Theory's going to win, or that Cena's going to win?
My money is on Theory. As
All
much
right.
as I think it's bad booking, but my money's on Theory.
What about you, Booch?
There's very few matches on this card that I'm torn between, and this has been one of them. I've been wrestling with this all day. I've even had friends that I was hanging out with earlier. I won't divulge the rest of the information till later, but they basically were asking me about this, and I was very conflicted. And the way I look at it is the smart money is Austin Theory, but I feel like Cena, and Des and I talked about this briefly, Cena verbally destroyed Austin Theory. And I feel like in the last couple of weeks, despite the decent, and I'm using that term vividly, decent promo he cut on Raw, I don't feel like Theory's fired up enough. And I don't feel like he's going to win. I feel like Cena's going to take this, and then he's going to drop the title to somebody, but I feel like John's going to take it. I feel like Austin Theory is, like I said, Cena said he's not ready, and Austin hasn't showed me that he is. I feel like you took a spanking and didn't, and I feel like he's coasting. So I'm going to roll the dice and say Cena takes it.
Wow, that is a huge roll of the dice to lead off here, Booch. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'm going with Austin Theory, and clear. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen the transition of titles in the first 5 minutes of the show, but we got to keep moving here. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line as the true Flair, I believe, Charlotte, is going up against Rhea Ripley. Booch, I want you to go first very briefly. Please stay off your soapbox against the Queen, Her Majesty, Charlotte Flair. But she has an opportunity to lose this championship on the blue brand. What say you?
Rhea Ripley's taking it. It's her time. And, everybody knows how I feel about Charlotte. Those thoughts haven't changed. But even the most diehard Charlotte fan, and of course, when I'm talking about you, would have to agree this is Rhea's moment. So I'm going to go with Rhea Ripley. She takes the vote tonight.
What about you, Demascus Des?
It's hard to bet against Charlotte, but the storyline is right. Rhea is at the top of her game, best she's ever been. My money's on Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I want to disagree with you just because I love doing that, Booch, but I got to go with Rhea too. The storyline's hot, right? She's trending. It's about the t-shirt sales, baby. Undisputed Tag Team Championship. This is one that all of us have been waiting for. The storyline's been building so nicely, and it's coming to a head at Mania 39 as the Usos take on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one. I'm going to give my prediction first and foremost real quick. I am going to say that we are going to see brand new champions after WrestleMania. This is the time to drop the belts. This is a hot time. They're not going to let Sami Zayn win the championship, the undisputed championship right now. Later on this year, Booch, I agree with you, but now's the time to hop on this, right? Lightning in a bottle. You gotta put some gold around that waist, and it's gonna be tag team gold. The Usos have held the belt since I was in diapers. It's time for a switch. I'm going with Zayn and Kevin Owens to be your new undisputed tag team champions. What say you, Booch?
Sammy and Kevin, man, I feel like this is their moment, and I feel like they've done so much good with this storyline that this is a good payoff for both of them. And also, Sammy and Kevin, like I said, they've been friends for years. They've been a tag team for years. They've even had dreams of one day being tag champions at WrestleMania. So it's like, even though, neither one of them won the big one, for them, this is still a big moment. They're so happy about it. And the story is, again, so wonderfully told that even as tag champs, they'll take it.
Correction from the production room. That's WrestleZania. Just want to make that very clear. WrestleZania.
KO Mania.
Demascus, Des, do you agree with the Wenz and the Bucci, or are you going off on a limb?
If it's not Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, then who? That's what this comes down to. There's nobody else. So it has to go to them. Titles are changing hands.
Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. This obviously not a title match, right? So to the naked eye, let's fast forward. No, do not fast forward. We are going to see some really amazing spots. At least I think so. We saw it the last pay-per-view with Logan Paul, and I don't think it's going to cease. I think he's going to build upon that highlight reel. And Demascus Dez, what do you think about this matchup?
This one is one of the hardest ones on the card to call, because either one of them could take a loss and it mean absolutely nothing. Seth Rollins is going to remain hot whether he wins or loses. Logan Paul is doing a damn good job getting exactly the reaction he wants, whether he's playing the face or playing the heel. Right now it's the heel. He's getting the exact reaction he wants. So it's a really tough match to call. I'm going to say that because he lost in his last one-on-one match, because that was against Roman Reigns, I'm going to say he's going to beat Seth Rollins. So it's going to be Logan Paul.
Whoa. Booch, what do you think?
Logan Paul, man. Logan, hands down, is going to win this because they see a lot of value in him. And Seth is, like I said, Seth is not going to get hurt by this. And Seth can live to get over another day. He's already over. So he's so over. It's hard. It's one of those things where he can't lose too much, but he can take a loss here and it still be okay. And Logan, again, he has proven he belongs in WWE, so he can get this win, and it's more beneficial to Logan because it helps build his resume.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, he's lightning in a bottle right now too, and you got to ride the lightning, baby. That was probably the last decent Metallica album. On a side note, we digress here in Wenz's World. Yeah, Logan Paul. Wow, this is the first time. Well, actually, the last time we agreed to. I was trying to be trendy, but I wasn't. Oh well. Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish taking on Damage Control. Alt delete this match. Okay, I need to go to my task manager. I need to understand why and how I'm supposed to be excited about this match. I'm not. It's a Legends match. Damage Control, in my view, is going to lose this match to a bunch of old farts, and it's not going to be good for them. They've taken a lot of heat. They've taken a lot of over the last few months, and I think they're going to continue. They're going to lose this match. What do you guys think?
You want to go first, or should I?
I'll take it. The reason I want to say this, the reason that I'm saying that that Becky Lynch and Lita and Trish are going to win is because the titles are not on the line. If the titles were on the line, I would say it's swapping hands.
Of course.
But with the titles not being on the line, there's no reason to make the legends look bad. And it is that simple. That being said, if the titles were on the line, it would have to go to Damage Control, because Damage Control can't take that loss. And let's be real here, Lita and Trish aren't sticking around forever.
No.
But it's got to go to Becky, Lita, and Trish. There's no other way.
Well,
BLT, baby. BLT.
This one, well, if the sources that as you guys know, Vinny, Booch likes to dig deep into the sources around here. If my sources are correct, then I've got a strong feeling Damage Control wins this, because I hear there's a swerve coming our way. There is actual talk of, they're saying that Trish is supposed to go on a heel turn and supposed to feud with Becky at SummerSlam. So I figured, what better way for Trish to turn heel than to stab everybody than to stab the partners in the back, or if they lose, she gets frustrated and stabs them in the back. So makes logical sense. So I'm gonna go with Damage Control.
Wow. You think Trish is going to be able to compete with Becky in a realistic match at SummerSlam? I mean, think about that. Think about what you just said.
I think she'd do better than Lita.
Oh yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think
I love Lita, but she's been terrible these last few months.
Yeah.
But I disagree. I'm glad you're saying that, because that's two matches now that we disagree on starkly. So this is great. This next one is one that Booch, me and you, we kind of bonded over, right? Dominic did what he had to do to get Ray in the ring. We talked about it. Front row telling his mom to shut up. You know, and that was what it took. That's what it took. You called it. It took all the way up to the week before Mania, and it happened, and we're going to see it. We're going to see it go down at 39 in Hollywood, minus The Rock. But we're also going to see him inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is kind of a big deal. Can you possibly induct a man and book him to lose on the same weekend? Demascus Dez, what do you think?
I think, and I'm going a bit out on a limb here, but I think Dominic wins this. And my reasoning for it is, I think that Ray wants to pass the torch to his son. I think this was behind the scenes. I think Ray made this call, said he wants to put Dom over. And I think that he sees Dom as the future, and Ray is on his way out. We all know Ray is on his way out. So I'm going with Dominic.
Booch, I'm going to go second. That way you don't think I'm just kind of playing the cards here.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Ray. You know, this makes sense. He's being inducted. You can't shame him like that. He can't. I think it'll be a better match than a lot of people think it is. I think a lot of people think Ray's going to kick Dominic's butt, but Dominic has to put up something. They got to put on a show, right? There's got to be some emotion. I'm going to go with Rey Mysterio, and we'll see how it pans out. Booch, what do you think?
Well, to answer your previous question, can you induct somebody in the Hall of Fame and have them lose? The answer is yes, because they did that to Ric Flair. However, that being said, while I do agree with Dez to a degree about the Dominic thing and putting them over, the way this story has been set up, unless Ray is retiring after Mania, which we don't know if he is, Ray would have to win just the way the story has been played out. Like, if Dominic wins at WrestleMania, Ray can never step foot in that ring the next night unless he's saying goodbye, because he has been embarrassed. He has been provoked. It has been a one-sided build. I've been loving it because it was a slow burn, so I'm not hating on it, but I'm just saying factually, this is where Ray needs, ideally, if a babyface got treated this way for months or a year leading up, the babyface would have to get the comeuppance in order for that to happen. So because of that, and because we don't know Ray's contractual status, I'm going to say Ray's going to win. I'm going to say that. But real quick, since we're on the side of the Hall of Fame, I do want to give some, and I'll make it quick. I won't go fast. I won't be long, but I just want to say shout out to the great Muda, to Stacy Keebler, to Andy Kaufman, and referee late great Tim White for their inductions into the Hall of Fame as well. Great Muta was a legend from WCW and New Japan. Stacy Keibler, we all know, manager of the Dudleys and valet and decent women's wrestler. Andy Kaufman, legendary comedian, had the Memphis feud with Lawler, and of course, Tim White, one of the great referees from the Attitude Era.
Little known fact: Andy Kaufman, the first musical guest on the very first Saturday Night Live, and he also did his "Here I Come to Save the Day," and then just sits there awkwardly for like the next 30 seconds. What do I do? I love it. That's the first time I've ever seen it, and I literally laughed out loud. I say that a lot, but I literally LOL'd. It was amazing. Yeah. Anyway, another digression here in Wenz's World. You know what to expect, peeps. Braun and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. Again, one of those showcase matches. In other words, if your cup is empty, go fill it. You're running low on snacks. Go ahead and top it off. Demascus Dez, what do you think, my friend, on this match?
You know what? Just because I want them to, I'm going to say the Viking Raiders.
How many times, quick trivia, how many times have they changed their name since joining as a tag team?
Well, let's see. They were the Viking Express. I will say they've changed their names twice. I think they've had 3 names.
They've had 3 names. They were War Raiders in Ring of Honor and everywhere else. Then they became the Viking. They got rid of War because apparently that triggered some people. So they went to the Viking Raiders, and they went to the Viking Express, and then back to the Viking Raiders because they realized. And then they made the Viking
3 names, but they switched names 4 times.
Yes, and the Viking Express became their finishing move. That's what they call their finishing move now.
You see, you won't get that on any other wrestling show, ladies and gentlemen. I guarantee it. Booch, what's your pick on this match?
I've been torn for a while. In my heart, I want the Street Profits. But I don't know, but with the way they've been booked, I don't know if WrestleMania wants the smoke or not. So I'm going to go with my gut and say, I'm going to go with Braun and Ricochet. I think they really want to push them. So I'll go with Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
I feel like they should really want to push the Alpha Academy because it's so fun and I love it. I know a lot of people don't love it, but I love Otis. He's just I just want to kiss him on the cheek. And just, give me that cheek. And I want to say the Alpha Academy, but I'm not sure what to think. I'm kind of leaning towards Strowman and Ricochet. I'm gonna go with the Viking Raiders. On a limb here. Here we are into day 2. Let's just get straight to it, baby. To the brisket. The Universal Championship is on the line. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. I'll just go first. There's no mystery here. I think we all know Cody Rhodes is winning this match. I mean, this would be the biggest swerve, I think, of all time. I mean, I can't think of one on the top of my head that would be bigger than this. Yeah, Cody Rhodes is winning this match. What do you guys think?
Gotta go with Cody. It's the right time. This is the time to do it, despite what morons on the internet are saying tonight. This is the time to do it. You know, Cody is the right guy for the job. Roman eventually taking time off. He's been champ long enough, and they're running out of credible people. So it's got to be Cody. So I'm going with Cody.
Yeah, we're all going to agree on this one. There's no way that Cody doesn't walk out of there without the title.
Now on to the fairer sex for the Raw Women's Championship. The EST, the strongest, the fastest, the best that the brand has to offer. Bianca Belair taking on Asuka. And gentlemen, I gotta be completely candid with you. I am terrified, absolutely terrified of the notion of Asuka and that gibberish every week. I can't do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna have to do it because I'm picking Asuka here. Oh, I hate saying it, but it's the way it is, my friends. As Don Henley would say.
This one is very, very, very simple. And I'm just going to say it. Bianca is not ready for Asuka.
Yep. This Sunday at WrestleMania, the female Tasmanian Devil's Reject takes the title from the STALE of WWE. So yeah, much as I can't stand her, she's taking this title, and then we're gonna get 6 months to a year of blah, 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 blah. That's gonna be 6 months. That's gonna be our title runs.
I love Oscar, so I don't care. Just fuck y'all both. I love Oscar.
Fair enough. Fair enough. IC Gold is on the line as Gunther, as Booch likes to really accentuate that. Takes on Sheamus and McIntyre. You know, Sheamus and McIntyre have been beefing, making it somewhat believable. I like it. Really having a hard time picking this one. It's a triple threat match. You can kind of take the heat off of Gunther by not, pinning those shoulders. And that's the thing about these triple threats. They mess with me, guys. They mess with me greatly. And for that reason, I'm not going to pick first. Booch, I would like you to pick first on this one, sir.
Okay. After careful consideration, I am of the conclusion Sheamus is going to win. I'm going with Sheamus because I feel like this is what he needs to complete the Grand Slam. He's had enough great matches over the last year, mostly with Gunther, to prove that he deserves it. And I feel like they made it a triple threat match so Gunther can lose the Intercontinental title without being pinned or submitted or anything like that. So this is a way to protect him because they know they want to do something special with him. So you have Sheamus pin Drew to win the championship, and then either Gunther loses a rematch later on, and then Drew and Sheamus can fight for a while over the Intercontinental title, but Drew doesn't need it. And Gunther, I think, is ready to eventually move on to bigger and better things. So I think Sheamus is the logical choice.
What do you think, Demascus Des?
I'm agreeing with Vinny. The smart money's on Sheamus on this one. Sheamus has been chasing this title all year, and it just doesn't make any sense for me to put it on Drew at this point.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty logical response. I'm going to agree. Smart money's on Sheamus. Oh, he's just so old. I mean, all right, I'm sorry. I should not, no ageism here. Look, I'm old too, but I'm also not the Intercontinental Champion. You see the issue. Well, we'll talk
also
about
not the prediction champion.
Yes. Not for long. Not for long. I want that delivered. Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell match. I really want to be excited about this. Like, on paper, this looks really freaking cool, but I'm not excited about it. And
can I give you something that might make you excited about it?
Sure.
The Demon is supposed to be coming out. It's going to be the Demon Finn Balor.
He doesn't lose, so now I know who to pick. And it's
also, they're also bringing back the Black Hell in a Cell. It's not going to be red.
All right.
Wasn't it like regular chain link though?
No, it was always a darker metal.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's not going to be like matte black, but it's going to be the classic again.
Yeah.
See, now it's one of those situations where this kicker hasn't missed a kick all year. That's the way I feel. Like, I've never seen the Demon Finn Balor lose. I've never seen it.
I
have.
Who did he lose to?
The Fiend.
Okay, that one time. One. All right, name a second. Is there a second?
Edge this Sunday.
Well, I'm talking about past. All right.
Oh, past. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, none that I can recall.
Okay, well, there you have it.
Always wins as the Demon.
Yes.
Always, except for that one time. Like, yes. Booch is always champion except for after this Sunday. Same kind of thing. Same kind of thing. You know what? I'm going to put it on the line here. I'm going to go with Finn Balor. Like, Edge is obviously the better wrestler. Come on, we all know that. But Edge is not doing this. He's not. This storyline ends. Thank God it ends. Hopefully, after Mania, Finn Balor wins this match. Go ahead. What do you guys got?
I wouldn't say that Edge is the better wrestler. Edge is the longer tenured wrestler. He has given us more exciting moments because he's been there longer to do it. But as far as technical skill goes, I would argue that Finn Balor is better. That being said, Edge is more entertaining. The storyline is in favor of Edge. There's no way Edge is walking out of here with a loss.
Wow.
Yeah. Edge is definitely winning. And because Balor's bringing the Demon and Edge is bringing the Devil. So This is going to be a fight.
I've also heard that AEW, Tony Khan, okayed a Christian
one-nighter.
And there's a good chance Gangrel and Christian will show up and do the Brood entrance.
What, at Mania?
Yeah.
There's talk of them trying to bring in Gangrel, and Tony Khan said that if Christian wants to go there for one night, he'll approve it. Now, I don't know what trade-off they're going to make in exchange for that, because I don't care how nice Tony is, there's always a trade. So someone else is going to show up on AEW at some point for one-nighter.
Business is business.
Yeah.
This is business.
No such thing as a free lunch. Yep.
It's like when TNA sent Ric Flair to the Hall of Fame to go in with the Horsemen. Christian showed up on Slammiversary to cut a promo. So you know it's going to be a business trade-off.
Now I regret it, but I'm sticking with it. You guys are going Edge. Let me fix this here. I'm going Finn. I don't know why I just bought into all this. You see, I bought into the smoke. Let's see if it continues. I think I'm still going to win. Don't worry, Wenzworldians. Your champion.
I said the better version of him's coming out.
Brock Lesnar taking on Omos. Booch, you already know what I think. Omos is winning this match. Doesn't matter. He has more to win than Brock Lesnar has to win by winning this match. I'm going with Omos. What do you say, Booch?
With the way they're building this is a hard one to call, and I didn't think this was going to be a hard one to call. Obviously, it's the match nobody wants to see. It's a disappointment on a major level that this is even happening. I never thought Brock Lesnar would be in a bathroom break match, but he is. But that being said, I feel like I don't know what they can do with Omos. I don't see a future for him. I think he's just a sideshow guy. They're not really going to push him to the moon. So I think that because he's been manhandling Brock for so long, I think Brock takes him to Suplex City. Brock's going to win.
Wow. What about you, Demascus Diaz?
Well, I could see Omos. Omos is a lot better than like people like Great Khali. He's definitely got more.
Yes.
As for people who are that big, it's really hard. But he's shown that he is more coordinated than Khali was. He starts working on his mic skills. I could see a potential future for him. That being said, with how he's been pushing Brock around, I don't think he lets that slide. I think Brock. I think he's going to get some. I think Omos is going to get some major hits in, but Brock takes the win.
Yeah.
All right. 2 for Lesnar, 1 for Omos. Liv and Raquel taking on Natalya and Shotzi, Rousey and Baszler, Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville in another showcase match. Gentlemen, this is the last book match that we have. Again, this is recorded prior to SmackDown, so any late ads will be added on the socials. But Demascus Dez, what say you on the winner of this here match?
I would love to say Liv and Raquel, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think Ronda and Shayna are going to take this one. I think that if they're pushing for them to become the women's champions, that that's how they're going to do it. They're going to make them win this match, and it puts them on a fast track to the women's championship.
R&B. There you have it. Booch, what do you think?
I gotta go the same way. I was going to Ronda and Shayna, and there was actually rumors at one point that they were going to face off for the women's tag team titles at Mania. That was something that was rumored to go around, but obviously they've changed it.
And now the women's titles are not even being
defended,
which is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. I'll give you that. Here's what I would if I was them, I would have took that women's match, put it on night 1, and then have the winner of that face the champs at night 2. Then you could have, because Becky said she wanted to have another match on night 2 and be called Becky 2 Fights. So that thing could have worked if they had done that. But yeah, Ronda and Shayna, no doubt. They're going to use this to propel them, and they're going to stay in the tag division. That way the singles belts can go around to other people, even though Shayna's long overdue for that belt. And Ronda's held it enough time. She can wait a little bit longer before she gets it again. But Shayna was long overdue. But yeah, put them in the tag division. They can elevate the tag belts when they inevitably get them.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. And with that, we will have a clear-cut winner. Of course, Dez, if you win, you are welcome to come and defend your title. That's only what's right here in Wenzworld. We stand for what's right. We count every ballot. no shadiness, no skullduggery. We get right to the heart of the matter. But let's recap again, just so we're really sure, Booch. So there's no question after Sunday as to who the real champion is. So United States champion, Dez, you went with Theory. Booch, you went with Cena. I went with Theory. SmackDown Women's champion, Dez, you went with Rhea. Booch, you went with Rhea. And I'm going to go with Rhea too.
All right.
Undisputed Tag Team Championships. All three of us believe it's Sammy and Kevin. It's WrestleZania, baby. Come on. It's not happening for the Usos. Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul. We all think it's Logan Paul's time to shine. It's going to slam one of those energy drinks on the way down, maybe hold a fan sign up, a plant, placed there strategically by WWE to build ratings and stuff. Much like the guy with a giant green t-shirt with a smiley face on it. He is definitely a WWE employee. Nobody has the money to travel like that. Becky Lynch, Damage Control. Damage Control was with Booch. Dez and I went with Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus. And as far as Dominic and Ray, Dez went with Dom. Wenz and Booch went with Ray. Strowman versus the Profits versus Academy versus the Raiders. We had 2 for the Raiders, and Dez and I, and Booch went with Braun and Ricochet. Day 2, undisputed. It's an undisputed outcome. Rhodes is winning. Raw Women's Championship. Again, all 3 went with Asuka. IC Championship. All 3 of us went with Sheamus. Edge versus Finn. I was the lone Balorite. And Dez and Booch going with Edge there. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. Both of them went with Lesnar. I went with Omos. And the last showcase match, all 3 of us went with R&B. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. And the winner shall be determined here in Wenz World next week. But we will never, ever leave you without saying a couple key things, one of which is, have a nice day.
The other is bang, bang.